So what is digital citizenship? Basically, you can define it as what we would deem appropriate, responsible behavior in the online community. This is broken down into 9 elements. The first being digital access, which has to do with understanding who has access to these technologies and who doesn't, and spreading of that access. Second is digital commerce. This is understanding of buying and selling goods online. The third is digital communication, which is basically understanding how we exchange information, whether it be things like YouTube, Reddit, I already said that one. I mean, Facebook, because yeah, that's a huge one, and Twitter, of course. The fourth is digital literacy. Digital literacy is the process of learning and teaching about these technologies. Without that, kids would grow up not knowing what Facebook is, not being able to access this information, and it's so vast and there's so much good stuff out there as well as bad stuff that we as as a race should really just be able to understand what this is and how it works. The fifth one is digital etiquette. Digital etiquette is basically, what regular etiquette is. It's when you're online, you have to know how you're coming off, how to interact with each other. That way people out there will take you seriously or don't take you seriously, depending on what you're trying to do. Understanding digital etiquette is a little bit different than what you would do normally, because you don't get to really, with the exception of emojis, express yourself in tonality, which can translate badly when using things such as texting or writing. It just doesn't come off the same way, and you could come into problems. Another one is digital law. That's number 6. Basically, digital law is an understanding of how your actions affect others, and the law is placed there behind it. A big one of this is copyright, which is protect all intellectual, well, not all intellectual, but if you copyright something, it's the protection of your intellectual property. The 7th one is digital rights and responsibilities. This is an understanding of your rights, what you can do online, and what you can't do, and how that affects you. So a big one for this is sometimes you go online and you just click yes from that terms of agreement, and you're not really understanding what you're giving away. Sometimes they're allowed to access all your information and even give it to the cops or whomever they want by signing away on that. So you should really go and read through all of that text and truly understand what you're doing before you click that bubble. The 8th one is digital health awareness. Now, health awareness, how does this fit into technology? Well, since we're using technology, we should really pay attention of focusing on the screen too much, which can lead to headaches. I know I get that. It's really taking the technology and then understanding how it's affecting you physically and in the real world, and not just on your online presence. And the last, of course, is digital security. You know how I said you had to check that little bubble? Well, you have to really pay attention to what information you're giving out there and protect yourself from things such as malware, which is basically viruses, Trojan horses, these programs that come into your computer and steal your stuff and mess up, your hardware. So those are the 9 elements of digital citizenship. But how does this affect the Boston bombing? Well, you're about to find out.